Awesome. All right, so the first thing I want to do is assess, like if I throw as much of my weight into this thing as possible, do I see any ground movement whatsoever? Because if I see any whatsoever with 200 pounds of movement, I'm not feeling good about that. Okay, so this thing is giving me the feedback that I can trust it. And the thing I'm looking for, because this gets wider as it goes up, is I'm looking to make, because it's really close to the house also, is I'm trying to make sure that this isn't going to slide up on me and alter how my safety plan works without me knowing that. Okay. So when you wrap an object multiple times, it's called a tensionless hitch. And basically what it does is the friction of the rope is what's actually holding it on, as opposed to a knot holding it on. And this ain't going anywhere. No matter how hard I pull on that, that's not going anywhere. So I'll just tie a safety right here. Tie a little figure 8. Put a stopper knot on the back side of it. That's an OSHA thing. I've never seen a figure 8 slip out, but apparently someone somewhere that happened. So this is on here as a safety, but this is actually what's holding the rope in place. Okay, so I've got to deal with this thing right here. Now excuse me, one way would be to take it down. This thing is not one of those ones that's going to be easy. So I'm either going to want to go over it or I'm going to want to go under it. I'm going to want to find something kind of in this zone that's going to allow me to tie off. Looks like that's it. So this one's already set up with a figure 8 and a stopper knot. I'm going to want to do something similar. Oops. See that? No good. So every knot weakens the structural integrity of a rope. Like this figure 8 here. It weakens it somewhere between 25 and 35% of the rope strength. So you don't want to have more knots than you absolutely need. Nice and tight, lined up with each other. Might be able to go around one more time. Every object that you do a tensionless hitch on is going to behave differently. So a cylindrical object that's smooth is going to need more wraps. This one's not going anywhere. But a cylindrical object that's smooth is going to need more wraps than like a square object, or like a tree that's really rough. Okay. So in order to make this work, what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to tighten the rope up so that the weight of the rope isn't slapping on the lights and potentially causing that to knock stuff over. So that's going to be one way that I'm going to manage the rope. And then once I cinch it down up there, then I'll create an anchor point where we can take our 60-foot rope and we can clip into it and we can access the rest of the roof from there.